After a crash, the hospital bills can hit harder than the accident itself. The big question is, who pays? In this video, I'll break down who is responsible for your medical bills after a car accident in Iowa, how insurance works, and what to do if your coverage falls short. Hi, I'm attorney Tim Summelroth of RSH Legal. For the past 27 years, my firm and I have been helping Iowans fight for the injury compensation they deserve. If you or someone you know has been injured and wants a free consultation with an attorney you can trust to fight for your case, give me a call at 319-895-1847. Now let's clear up one of the biggest misconceptions right now. The other driver caused the crash, so their insurance company pays my bills, right? Wrong. At least not right away. In Iowa, the at-fault driver's insurance will not pay your medical bills as they come due. Not a dime. Not until liability is proven and your case is resolved, which can take months or even years. So while you're recovering, your medical bills are piling up and hospitals don't wait. That means it's up to you to figure out who pays first. Let's walk through the real-world options available to you and how to put them in the right order to protect your own finances. So here's the smart order to get your medical bills paid in Iowa. 1. Your personal health insurance. Use this first. If you have health insurance, this is the first place to submit your accident-related medical bills. Not the at-fault driver's insurance, not your own auto insurance. Here's why. Health insurance coverage is usually not capped like your auto insurance's MedPay is. Health insurance may pay tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars for medical treatment if it is medically necessary because of your crash injuries. Auto insurance MedPay, on the other hand, has strict limits, usually $1,000 to $5,000. Once that's gone, it's gone. If you use MedPay first, you may burn through that safety net before health insurance ever gets involved. Many people rush to use auto insurance MedPay coverage thinking it's designed for this. But if you do that, you might waste money that could have helped you down the line when you really need it. Therefore, you should submit all accident-related medical bills to your personal health insurance first. Then and only then, use MedPay to cover deductibles, copays, and anything that your health insurance refuses to pay. Number 2, workers' compensation. Now, if the crash happened while you were working, your medical bills should go through Iowa workers' compensation, even if you were driving your own personal vehicle. 100% of your reasonable and necessary medical bills should be covered. You may also qualify for weekly wage benefits and reimbursement for mileage to appointments. Now, don't assume that you are not covered by workers' compensation just because the crash didn't happen on company property. If you were doing anything work-related, delivering something, traveling to a meeting, even running a work errand, you might be eligible. Tell your employer immediately after your crash. You have just 90 days to report a work injury under Iowa law. Now, miss that deadline and you'll lose your right to workers' compensation benefits forever. 3. The Iowa Crime Victims Compensation Fund in cases of drunk or reckless driving. If the person who caused your crash was charged with a serious traffic offense like OWI, operating while intoxicated, or reckless driving, you may qualify for help from the state of Iowa's Crime Victims Compensation Program. This fund can pay for medical bills, mental health counseling, lost wages, even funeral expenses in fatal cases. Now, this is one of the most underused resources available to Iowa crash victims. The fund exists to help victims of crimes in Iowa, even when the crime was related to a car crash. Now, you should always ask law enforcement or the local county attorney's office if the other driver is being charged with a qualifying offense. If so, you or your attorney can help submit an application to this program. 4. Your auto insurance. Use MedPay last. Once you've submitted to your health insurance and explored workers' comp or the Crime Victims Assistance Fund, then and only then should you look to the medical payments coverage, often referred to as MedPay, under your own auto policy. As I've said, MedPay pays out quickly without fault needing to be proven, but it's limited, often capped at $1,000 to $5,000, depending upon how much coverage you were paying for. It can be used to cover deductibles, copays, or costs that your health insurance will not cover. But it's important to think of MedPay as your gap filler. If you use it too early, you might burn through it on bills that health insurance would have covered anyway. Now, if you didn't have MedPay coverage as part of your auto insurance policy at the time of the crash, it's too late to add it now, but you can add it today to protect you or your loved ones in the future. 5. The at-fault driver's insurance, the last to pay. Eventually, the other driver's insurance may reimburse you for your medical expenses, but only after fault of their driver is established, your treatment is finished, or your condition is stabilized, and all of your damages are documented. Now, here's the trap to remember. Until then, they pay nothing. That means you need a plan in place to cover bills as they come in, or you risk collections, liens, or financial stress. But what if your bills go beyond what this insurance will pay? Sometimes, even after using every insurance option, your medical bills still exceed available coverage. This can happen if the at-fault driver only had the minimum coverage. It only takes $20,000 in liability coverage to legally drive a car in Iowa. You don't have health insurance. You need long-term treatment or surgeries or rehabilitation. In that case, hospitals may file liens against your future settlement. You may be stuck with balances unless your attorney can negotiate reductions or find alternative sources. Now, a good legal team can often slash those balances and stretch your settlement further. Now let's talk about deadlines and documentation. First, the statute of limitations. Typically, Iowa gives you 2 years to settle your injury claim or file a lawsuit. Miss that deadline and you lose your right to recover compensation no matter how strong your case is. But don't wait that long. Here's why. Documentation is your responsibility. Evidence disappears fast. Skid marks can fade. Footage gets erased. Witnesses forget. Medical records matter. Delays in treatment will be used against you. Some benefits, like workers' comp or Iowa's Crime Victims Compensation Fund, have shorter reporting deadlines. So there are 3 key ways to protect yourself today. 1, submit your bills to health insurance first. Preserve your auto insurance MedPay. Let health insurance do the heavy lifting and use MedPay only for bills that health insurance won't cover. 2, find out if workers' comp or crime victims assistance funds apply. If you were working or the at-fault driver committed a crime, you may qualify for an entirely different coverage that pays better and faster. 3, talk to an attorney early. An experienced Iowa injury lawyer can coordinate your benefits, handle liens and subrogation, and protect your finances as much as possible while your case plays out. We've seen too many people get burned because they relied on the wrong insurance or missed hidden deadlines. You couldn't stop the crash, but you can take control of the fallout. And that starts with using the right insurance in the right order and getting help before those bills destroy your recovery. Iowa law doesn't guarantee that your medical bills will get covered just because you were hurt. Knowing how insurance works and where the traps are can save you from major financial stress. That's why it's so important to talk to a personal injury attorney early. We can help you understand your options, deal with the insurance companies, and make sure that nothing gets missed. If you or your loved one have been injured here in Iowa and you would like to set up a free consultation with an experienced attorney who will fight for what you deserve, please call us today at 319-895-1847. Our conversation is confidential, it costs you nothing, and can potentially get you the biggest settlement possible for your case. Now, if you found this video helpful, subscribe to this channel and make sure you watch this next video.